Hi, good morning. Today I want to read to you out of Matthew 5, verse 9, and I'm reading out of the King James. Very well known and short scripture. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. You know, it is very important that we must discern between being a peacemaker and a peacekeeper. Peacekeepers, their main aim is to avoid or to stop conflict. And unfortunately, often that goes hand in hand with compromise. And sometimes you even empower the abuser when there's abuse, happening, or you're empowering the stronger person by just avoiding the conflict and just try to keep the peace. The weaker person is usually the one that is being scarred. And when you think about peacekeeping, it just does not have eternal value because that problem is there and there's nothing that's been fixed eternally to be in alignment with what it should be in heaven. But when you look at a peacemaker is someone that is actively seeking to reconcile people firstly to God and then to each other, because if you're reconciled with God, there will be unity and you will live in peace with people. So the minute when you are a peacemaker, you're working with things that will have then eternal value. And you must remember, as a peacemaker, you go in with the authority from heaven. Make sure where you are positioned, look at the agendas. Do you have any agendas, or are you position yourself in Him to bring that reconciliation? And when you go in as a peacemaker, you go with authority. You go with a God-given authority, but just as important is kindness. Kindness, compassion, and understanding. You can't just go in with, I'll sort this out. You need to be an imitator of God. So you need to go in with authority and kindness. But if needed, you need to pick up your tools, your warfare, and you need to fight to reconcile people and a situation back into unity with God and then bring that eternal value. So stand on your authority, but be kind and walk with wisdom when you do that. And we must remember in the Bible, whenever we talk about peace, it goes hand in hand with justice and righteousness. So when you feel that you need to bring peace in a situation, you need to be a peacemaker. Make sure that whatever you do, you want to reconcile it in justice and in righteousness, because those peace, righteousness, and justice hand in hand. You cannot have the one without the other. So as a peacemaker, it's about you always making a pathway to greater understanding, reconciliation, and then eternal peace. And you know, as sons of God, we have not been called to be peacekeepers. We have been called to do way more than that. As long as we always do it in authority, with kindness, reconciling to God and to each other must be what your goal is. To reconcile, to walk in authority and kindness and compassion. Let us go out there and be peacemakers to bring unity and peace on earth. I bless you with that.